Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silver Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 5th day of April 2021, going to jump over here to JM Bullion and look at the live spot prices. Gold is down $5.95 to $17.30 and 64 cents. Silver is down 18 cents to 24.88. Platinum is down $5.01 to 12.14 and 9 pennies. Palladium is down $29.88 to $2,669.87. And they still haven't added copper here, but it is at the very bottom right. So next thing we're going to do is look at this, would you? Today is the day. This quarter drops today, and she's a beauty. I don't know why I have both. That's beauty too. A Tuskegee Airman quarter. I'll tell you, it's beauty. If you end up getting this today, congratulations. I would probably ask for more if they did hand me some of these in my change. And not only that, I would say it'd probably be a good idea to have it graded, right? I mean, these are just gorgeous. I would probably hoard as much as these as I possibly could this year. And who knows how many they're going to make. I mean, if Philadelphia has a limited run on these, that would be the one to pick up from the two mints, I would imagine. So going to move on to today's story. It's out of coinnews.net by Mike Unser. It says the CCAC is going to review the first of the American women quarter designs. That's outstanding. The Citizens Coinage Advisory Committee will hold a 4-hour meeting by teleconference on Tuesday, April 20, to review and discuss the common Obverse design for the 2022-2025 American women quarters and reverse candidate designs for the first of the 2022 American women quarters. So it looks like they're going to change the obverse of the George Washington's bust. So looks like that's going to happen. The CCAC is tasked with advising the Secretary of the Treasury on themes and designs pertaining to all United States coins and medals. Authorized under the Circulating Collectible Coin Redesign Act of 2020, Public Law 116-330, the upcoming U.S. Mint series of quarters will feature women who shaped American history. Quarter obverses, that's the head size, will maintain a common likeness of George Washington, but carry an overall design that will distinguish it from previous quarter designs. Wow. The 20 American women quarters will be issued at a rate of up to 5 designs per year over a 4-year period. That's incredibly cool. I imagine they have a 5-ounce silver uncirculated one on that. That'd be awesome. This is so cool because, I mean, we only have one this year, you know. Please spoil us again. That's why we're so bummed. Each quarter, the reverse tail side will feature a design that is emblematic of the accomplishments and contributions of one prominent woman of the United States. That is so cool. The contributions may come from a wide spectrum of accomplishments and fields, including but not limited to suffrage, civil rights, abolition, government, humanities, science, space, and the arts. U.S. Mints announce in seeking ideas for the quarters. All of the women honored must be deceased. And here's a little bit of stuff here where you can actually join the meeting. You can lurk. You can't really have any input, but you can at least listen in on them. And that is the CCAC meeting on the 20th. Begins at 12:30 p.m. And that looks like Eastern Daylight Time. And members of the public can dial in to listen in on the meeting at this number here using this access code right here. So that's kind of interesting. And then next thing we're going to do is jump over to Numismatic News. They had an article out April 2nd, Women Millennials, Big Spenders in Collectibles. And this is by Richard Grajdojic, I think. One of 3 known 1822 $5 half-eagle coins sold for $8.4 million on March 25th. This being followed by a British 1937 Edward VIII 5-pound pattern realizing $2.28 million 1 day later. This once again illustrates the strength of the rare coin market. Individual coin sales are of interest, but there are coincidental factors outside the business of coins that also show just how much demand there is, not only for numismatic objects, but for related items as well. Among these coincidence barometers is the recently released Global Art Market Report 2021. Since the report covers 2020 results, which of course were impacted by the pandemic, it shouldn't come as a surprise that the U.S. art market fell by 24% in 2020 to $21.3 billion, but remained 76% above the level in the Great Recession back in 2009. Now, during 2020, online sales exceeded retail sales. It says here, female collectors spent more than did their male counterparts, which should be of interest to the future of coin collecting. Millennial collectors were the highest spenders during 2020, with 30% having spent more than $1 million versus 17% of boomers. That's huge. Another coincidence indicator is the Numismatic stock index. Now it says here the foreign sector of the NSI was recently trading at 83.3% of its 52-week price average as compared to 79% a month earlier. So it's just basically saying that this is strong. It's a very strong market, even though we're in the middle of, a pandemic, I guess, or the after effects of it, or whatever you want to call it. But this is just a huge market, and I think some surprises are coming out of this. Millennials are big spenders in coins, and women are too, And, that got me thinking, well, what percentage of women, what percentage of the collectors are women? What percentage of the collectors are men? And this is the breakdown here. And this is probably the latest, greatest information I could find out of this year, January 29, 2021. It says among coin collectors, 38.9% of them are women compared to 57.4%, which are men. I think that's a really huge number. And I think it's going to grow as well because, people are going to learn from that Great Recession back in 2009, especially millennials. A lot of people had their money wiped out, their bank accounts, the credit cards, you had the interest rates. It just was tough for a lot of people, And when you have to move back into the house with mom and dad, you had your own pad, but you don't any longer. I mean, that's a huge change. And I think people learned from it. I think that especially the millennials have learned that they have to protect themselves. And I think that's why a lot of them got into collectibles. Not only coins, but, possibly stamps and sports cards and whatnot, and Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering cards, or what have you, something to hold its value, something they know has some intrinsic value, and I think that's why we have a shift to this hobby at this particular time when it seems like the economy and things might go south. I think people are looking for a protection that they wouldn't normally find either in the stock market or in the housing market at this time, because they know the housing market, obviously, that was the big, huge event that happened in 2007 and 8 that really drew us into the housing crisis, or into the economic depression or Great Recession of 2009. So, if you are protecting yourself with collectibles, congratulations, that's good. I think a lot of people are feeling that same way right now. I really do. And anywho, I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by today. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker, out.